Hi everyone, thanks for being here. I'm Lou. Welcome to your July monthly forecast. Okay, so this month we begin the Venus retrograde. So this is a really exciting and powerful time this month. So that starts in Leo on July the 23rd, but she'll be in the pre-retrograde shadow for the whole of July. So we'll be feeling these themes coming out in our lives, and we'll be able to apply ourselves to these themes for the whole month, and then into August and September, and all the way into about mid-October even. The overarching themes of Venus in Leo, it's all about love, and it's all about the hearts, the heart space. And so there'll be a lot of heartfelt emotions. There'll be a lot of boldness in love and in relating and in communicating love. I expect there'll be a lot of expression. There'll be a lot of outpour of love, like of the heart's desires. So this doesn't have to be romantic, although for a lot of people it will be. This will be about creativity as well, and about how you express yourself creatively. And so I have actually made a separate video that is just for the Venus retrograde. So if you want to work deliberately with this energy, or if you want to see how this is going to manifest in your life, and what you can do to shape this energy and shift how it manifests in your life, all that information is in that video. It's an extended video. It's very in depth, and I do a tarot card reading for each zodiac sign in that video. So highly recommend that you watch it. It's got a lot of information in it. So I'll be releasing that closer to the Venus retrograde around July the 23rd. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you get notified when that video is released. And yeah, let's get into the forecast.
I wish to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that I'm working from today, the Kumbankia people, and recognize their continued connection to their land and their culture. I pay my respects to the elders past, present, and emerging, and I acknowledge that this is and always will be Aboriginal land.
Hi there Aries, welcome to Cancer season. So this month we open up the month with the Sun in Cancer, which represents your 4th house. And so that is the house where you work on things to do with your family, your close family members, your home, your physical residence where you live, the people that live in your house. So you can apply this energy to that space, but also it's this house of your emotional center and your emotional guidance system. And so especially with all the energy in Leo, which is your 5th house, and that represents your heart space and your heart's desires, this could be a really emotional month for you, and a really good time to engage in emotional work and with your emotional guidance system to navigate your world and to navigate your life and manifest what you're trying to create into your reality. So I highly recommend that you take some time this month to feel into your emotions and feel into your heart space, and use those emotions as they were intended, as guidance throughout this month. The major thing that will be happening for you, Aries, is on July the 13th, the North Node will be moving into your sign, so into your 1st house, and will stay in Aries for about 18 months, so until January 2025. So starting this new cycle. It has just come out of 18 months in Taurus in your 2nd house, so that would have been impacting your finances, your income, your self-worth, your sense of security, your comforts. So now we're moving into this North Node in Aries cycle, and that's really hitting your center, Aries. I think you're going to really enjoy this work because it's all about you. So it's bringing everything back to you, bringing everything back to your personal goals and your life goals, and what you desire for yourself, but also bringing it back to your character, your personality, how you present yourself to the world. So if there's any ways where you have been out of alignment with your authenticity and out of alignment with who you really are at the core, the North Node will be calling that into question. Will be asking you to look at that, to revise it. There's karmic stuff and fated stuff that comes in the North Node, like destiny. It feels like destiny. So you'll be pushed to move on your personal goals and on who you are as a person. And that's a really good thing, to be able to do that kind of work, especially for Aries, because that's what you are here to do, to have that courage. So anywhere where you've sort of shied away from being yourself will be under the spotlight with this transit. And we have the South Node is in Libra, so the South Node is in your 7th house, and that will be a place of ease for you over the next 18 months. So you will find that people will be very agreeable. You will be able to negotiate very well. You'll be able to get your needs met, your terms met. You'll be able to enter into contracts, whether it's partnerships or business partners or clients, and it will go smoothly for you with the South Node there. So that's something you can rely on between now and January next year. So at the beginning of the month, on July the 3rd, we have a full moon in Capricorn, which is your 10th house. And that's your house of your professional life and your career. And so there could be some releasing of resistance within that area, of that sphere of your realm. And so this full moon is actually making a really beautiful trine with Jupiter that's over in Taurus, and Taurus being your 2nd house. So I think that there could be, you could experience some unexpected blessings, or something, or maybe it even is expected and something just comes through during this moon phase, which will help you to feel more ease and more easy about where you're going, your direction in your career. I mean, this could be resources, because it's Jupiter in the 2nd house. You could actually come across resources that will make life easier for you, or it could be money, or it could be just a greater sense of self-worth that then you can embed into your practice in your professional life. So that, I think that full moon will actually be quite an easy moon for everybody, and you'll get a lot, you could get a lot out of it if you work with that energy. On July 10th, your ruling planet Mars will move into Virgo, and Virgo represents your 6th house. So Mars will have you more motivated, more focused, and more centered on your work environment. So again, bringing it back to your workspace, but also your daily habits and your daily routines. So you may feel like really fired up and motivated to make changes in that area of your life. You may feel more driven to exercise or stick to routines or adjust your routines for your health and your well-being. This is the house of health and well-being too. So this could be about finding ways to be more healthy and to be more physically active and physically fit. You'll feel more fired up if that's something that you want for yourself. So remembering that there's all these layers in your well-being, so you need to address all layers: your mental, your emotional, your physical, and your spiritual. So Mars may cause you to make changes on any or all of those levels to create more health and well-being, and also to create more organization and more efficiency within your daily life, within your daily lifestyle, or within your work environment and with your colleagues. If you've been stuck in a rut lately or feeling like your life has been quite monotonous, this is a good time to change some things. And these, with the changes that you make with Mars in the 6th house, are the more subtle changes to your daily life. So we're talking about things like what time you get up in the morning, what you do when you get home from work, how you spend your energy. Like, do you desk scroll in the social media, or do you read books, or like this? It's those little things that you can adjust in your life to create more health and more well-being to flow into your day, into your everyday experience. So the 6th house is the house of your physical reality as well. So there can be changes within your physical reality that Mars really wants for you, especially if you've been stuck in a comfort zone. So you may feel that you are more self-disciplined, more disciplined to create a more efficient and effective life for yourself. On July 18, we have a new moon in Cancer, and again, that's your 4th house. And so that's a really beautiful time if you want to make a fresh start somewhere within your home environment, within your family members, or just to really make a commitment to following your emotional guidance system and following what your emotions are trying to tell you. So it can be a really great time with a new moon in Cancer to listen to your emotions and listen to where they're directing you, because they could be sending you in a new direction and a new path where you can begin now and see that come to fruition over the next 6 months. So really tuning into your emotions will be important for you this month, Aries. And then on July the 23rd, we start Leo season, and Venus moves retrograde in Leo as well. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about that in this video, because I've made a whole separate video on that, and I actually do a tarot card reading for your zodiac sign, and that goes into so much depth, and it tells you so much information about how to work deliberately with that Venus retrograde energy if that's what you want to do, because there's so much healing available with the Venus retrograde. This is such a powerful time to heal, and it's a really easy time to do it because Venus is such an easy planet and an easy energy to work with. So I highly recommend you watch that video that I will release closer to the date, and remember to subscribe so that you get notified when that does get released. The Venus retrograde in your 5th house, so that's your house of your heart center, and it's a house of your heart's desire. And the 5th house is a very romantic house. So if you're single and looking for love, there could be a lot of romance. If you're in a relationship, your relationship become very romantic. And also, if it doesn't have to be about romantic love, it can be about your creativity, your self-expression. It can be about anything that your heart desires, to be honest, really. And there's an ease towards it. So Venus is trying to create ease. So if there's been any blocks for you, this will be a time to work with that energy for the ease of those coming into your life, manifesting into your life. And lastly, on July 29th, Mercury will move into Virgo, and it will be gearing up to do a retrograde in Virgo next month. So we'll talk about that in the August forecasts, but just being aware that there is Mercury retrograde coming up, and it will be overlapping with the Venus retrograde. So there could be an intense period. Like August is going to be an intense period of time. So, and a great time to do that really introspective work into, there's a profound amount of healing available throughout August. So we'll talk about that next month. And so that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here and spending your time with me. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. Take care.